Let's immerse.
This is the first line in a book that Avery claims he did not write. 2 weeks ago, a YouTube channel called Avery the Mayo uploaded a YouTube video titled Weird Book I Did Not Write, where he shows us a mine that supposedly...
Off rip, I know this is gonna hit, because if y'all was young niggas like me, I know y'all was on Herobrine, and all the different Herobrine theories of like, oh my gosh, I saw him here, and how to summon Herobrine, bro, I was on those overly.
He never built. Inside the mine is a chest that Avery did not place, and inside the chest is a book that Avery did not write. Inside the book is a very strange message. Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. Don't be fooled. It's
Jasper's, welcome in.
You can't outsmart it. It's listening to me. It's watching me. It isn't from this world.
What
At the crossroads, don't turn left. 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 Over and over, followed by a sequence of numbers. And that's it. It seems impossible that a whole mine just appears in your world without your knowledge, but Avery explains in the description of the video that the laptop he's playing on is from a storage locker. It already had Minecraft installed, and this world already existed, but when Avery first loaded it up, it was just a normal world. He only now discovered this mine a few hundred blocks from his house. So, in that case, what is this book? The contents are strange, and it's
I want to be here for it, but I'm not.
To. If anything, they just sound like some crazy rambling. But the numbers at the end are clearly some sort of code, so maybe we can solve it and figure out what this book is talking about. Except we can't. The numbers go higher than 26, so it's not any alphabetical code. There are 4 sections, not 3, so it isn't coordinates. And in fact, there's not a single cipher that comes up as a good match for this code. If it is a code, it's unlike any code I've ever seen.
Come on, Cherry. I knew you would be someone who would know balls. I knew it. I just knew it.
YouTube video and a dead end? Not quite, because for 2 frames at the very end of the video, Avery's inventory flashes a random pattern of blocks, and this time there is a code, because taking the first letter of the name of every block and capitalizing it if there is more than one, you get a string that perfectly matches the length of a Google Drive link, that when you enter takes you to a file. This is where the true mystery begins.
Hold on, I'm here.
The mystery of a Minecraft world that doesn't exist. Opening the video named Footage 1, we can see a player in the exact same spot Avery was in the last video, except now he has way more items than he had last time. Presumably this is from his house, and he's come to use this mine in survival as part of this world. The book is now gone from the chest, but it could be that Avery just burned it because it creeped him out, or it's just this book in his inventory. Regardless, Avery lines up with the other strip mine and begins to start a new one into the wall, but when he does, he finds this.
Oh nah. Oh nah.
Nothing weird, it's just a cave, and Avery walks in to begin exploring, until he stops and sees this. It's hard to make out, but as he walks closer we can see what it is. Moss and grass. This is immediately a red flag because this kind of terrain does not generate in caves. Avery checks underneath it, but there's nothing else either, and when he runs back to grab his torches, he notices yet another patch of moss in the corner of the cave. Again, not natural, but not leading anywhere either. It's only when he heads back down the cave does he see it. A tree.
I'm gonna keep it so real. Call me a hoe, call me whatever you want to call me. I'm exiting the Minecraft world. I can start a new one. I'm gonna be straight up. I can start a new one. He only got iron shit on. Like he's really not deep in the story. He could start a new one.
Avery approaches the clump of greenery, and there it is. A tree unlike any other oak tree in the entire game. Whatever this is, it isn't normal. Avery backtracks a bit, and we get a better look at this shrub, for lack of a better word. And after some hesitation and circling around it, Avery decides to try mining the tree. And he does, with no problem. It looks just like a normal tree. Except normal trees don't generate underground.
Hold on, I just have to pause and like acknowledge this. Like, y'all could have told me y'all fuck with ARGs. Like, I would tune in. Like, I like this shit. Ooh. Like, come on, y'all. We could have been on this.
As Avery goes deeper and deeper into the cave, he passes larger and larger patches of greenery, coming across more shrubs and even more trees, and even more moss. He pauses to talk at one point, but instead of commenting on the trees, he brings up something else. It's weird, we've only seen stone. And I guess he's right, the walls of this cave don't have any diorite, granite, andesite, or ores, but come on, there's a bigger elephant in the room here. At some point though, Avery's wish gets granted and the cave turns into terracotta, tuff, and deep slate. The greenery gets larger and larger, with the trees growing bigger and bigger.
Dude,
until
I'm
finally,
not exploring this.
Avery reaches the end.
Whoa. What? Dude, whoever made this world tweaked. I deadass lose my mind in here.
Avery stops for several long seconds, just taking everything in. The room is a giant cave of green, with strange, unnaturally large trees forming a staircase on the back wall. The floor is covered in a massive field of moss, scattered with the strange trees we saw earlier.
You see, off rip, like, I get he's a texter, but this nigga's too nonchalant. Did I deadass just see him say, well, this isn't natural terrain? Damn. What are you looking at, gang? If this was a predetermined world, bro, I couldn't do this.
On the back wall. The floor is covered in a massive field of moss.
You too nonchalant, bro. Look around.
Saw earlier.
Let me get a caps lock on.
Heads down the cavern wall, being careful not to take too much damage while maneuvering his way to the bottom. He looks around in awe as he explores the chamber, and from closer up, we can see a tunnel right between the massive tree gates. Avery searches around the trees for a few minutes, seemingly mesmerized by the build, and we can see that these gates are made of trees stacked on trees stacked on trees, made of spruce, mud, and oak. But the question here is obvious.
Nah, this is elite storytelling for sure.
This kind of terrain obviously doesn't generate naturally, so who made it and how does it just appear in Avery's world? Well, if there's any answer to that question, it's through this tunnel, because finally Avery decides to stop sightseeing and heads down the tunnel at the center of the room. Avery walks through the mud-brick tunnel, turning to glance behind him every few steps.
You don't get that biome. Someone built this.
Nothing is there. The world is set to single player. At least, it seems that way. Until this happens.
What you mean? What you mean it seemed that way?
Something is wrong. It's almost impossible to notice, but at the far edge of the tunnel, the first pair of torches have suddenly been wiped out. Avery stares for a few seconds and continues walking. Another pair of torches is gone. I'm not scared of torches turning off.
He gonna tell if someone type back I'm tweaking.
And then another. I don't know what kind of practical joke this is, but I already heard you in the...
What? What? Yo, you gotta quit turning around, gang.
I'm not scared of a game.
You should be. I'm tweaking. Oh yeah, aspect? Okay, way to work. We go 7 streams. Yeah, I would have been exited about 20 minutes ago.
I don't know why I just jumped down. I wasn't scared.
Right.
But I felt...
obligated. Okay.
I've never felt like that in my life. What is going on here? Things just went from strange to incredibly creepy in a matter of seconds. This doesn't just happen on a normal world, but Avery did say he found this world on a computer he got from a storage locker. So maybe this is just a world that the old owner of this computer created, and it's just some strange adventure.
This is crazy.
Case closed. Except it's not, because the video files aren't the only thing in this Google Drive folder. If you remember, there's also this PDF, and opening it, we see this. My exploration into a strange tunnel I found in my Minecraft world. I've been playing this world for a while and just discovered this. This is my documentation of the search. Notably, when I installed Minecraft, this world came pre-created. Always thought that was a little strange, but I'm not really sure. This seems okay enough, but remember what Avery said earlier. He found this computer in a storage locker with Minecraft installed. Not he installed Minecraft and this world was there. Admittedly, it's a pretty small difference, but still, why the conflicting stories? Something you may have also noticed that I can't explain is why Avery's name is now censored. He wasn't censored in the previous videos, but now he's both hidden his name and changed his skin, almost like he's hiding from something. But there's still a lot more of this footage, and
hiding, or it's a different person.
What's happening in this world, why it exists, and what it has to do with Avery, we have to keep watching as Avery runs from whatever it is that's hiding in this world.
But I need to move.
Avery says he has to keep moving, even if he doesn't exactly know why, and the only way to go is down. Avery takes a leap into the giant
You have
pool
a pickaxe.
of water.
I promise you that's not the only way to go.
Down into a junction of tunnels. After some hesitation, he burrows himself in the left wall for air before swimming down the left tunnel.
Didn't it say don't go left? Way back? I'm wrong?
He continues to navigate through the dark water, the tunnel getting narrower and narrower, with no end in sight. Until it opens into a giant cavernous room with just enough space at the top to get a bit of air. When Avery descends again, we can see tunnel openings sprawling across the walls. Avery scans around. There's no marker of where to go.
He went deeper in the tunnel, and then he had to go, to go deeper, he had to go down through the water.
And he hears it. The same sound as when the whispers played previously. Avery rushes to dig into the wall, and as he blocks himself in, we can hear the whispers again.
Oh yeah, block up, block up, block up, block up. Good.
Quieter, but still there, as if they're passing by him. When the coast is clear, Avery digs out. But now what? He has no choice but to gamble on a tunnel and hope it's correct. He scans the walls again.
He's sold. I probably would go I'd probably be in this one right here. This seemed like the way up.
No obvious sign of which one to pick. So finally, he rolls the dice.
That's the wrong one.
The tunnel leads to another junction, and again, after a slight hesitation, Avery goes left.
He went left again?
The tunnel continues.
Am I tripping? I swore the shit said don't go left.
Getting narrower and narrower and narrower.
Oh nah, this is how them cave divers be.
Until finally, he finds himself in the oasis. Avery looks around the room, strangely, almost peaceful. He's in the middle of a square pond, flanked on all sides by the same uncanny trees. He stares off at the water for a second before towering up and getting a good look around. Nothing but trees as far as the eye can see. For a moment, he pauses.
Now, when you hit that F5 and you still see nothing, you know you're done for.
Snaps, and he crafts a boat to get to the center of the lake. Without hesitation, he dives down into the tunnel and plugs up the hole. He makes another trip for good measure, plugging it even further.
Good.
If this thing comes through here again, it has to break that. but I need to explore. He sails back to the edge of the lake.
I'm not mad at that plan.
What I can't avoid doing is loading the chunk. Avery chops a few trees and crafts a hopper with the spare iron in his inventory. His plan is simple. Set a trap for the thing following him. But wait, did I
Nigga,
miss
you don't know what that thing
because
is.
How does he know that something is following
Thank
him?
you.
Sure, those torches turned off, and yeah, we heard those noises before, but there's actually an even stronger piece of evidence I haven't mentioned. Remember when Avery said this? I already heard you in the cave. Well, it took me a second to figure out what exactly he meant, but then I heard this. It's almost impossible to make out, but on a few separate instances, while Avery was walking in that original cave, he would randomly pause for a second or two, and now we know why. He was listening. Every time he paused, for just a brief moment, you could hear footsteps on the stone behind him, stopping just a fraction of a second too late to be quiet. But okay, if something is somehow really following Avery in a single-player world, how can he stop it, or at least get it to reveal itself? Well,
he got no armor. He can't run fade.
Like he said,
stone
he needs
sword.
Time to look around and explore this world. But while he's gone, anything can just swim through the hole and replace the blocks to make it look like nothing happened. But if Avery turns down his render distance and puts items in this hopper, if he then goes far enough away and unloads the chunk, the only way for the hopper to be empty when he returns is if something loaded the chunk while he was gone. And then, whatever...
Wow. What a plan? He just thought of that? This nigga's the one.
...was following him would be exposed. The trap is set. Now it's time to explore.
Oh, me, I'd probably type in chat like run fade question mark. That was his last baked potato. He need eats.
Avery walks through the trees, avoiding the lake
it's clearly
so
not
as to
nothing.
not load the chunk.
Somebody was following
Every inch
us.
of this place looks exactly the same. The same gray floor, the same strange trees. Everywhere he looks, there's nothing. Until, just in the corner of the screen, there's a sign. But it's hard to spot, and Avery doesn't seem to see it, and he keeps walking. Then he pauses. Interesting. That's the third sign we've seen so far. What? Where? Third sign? I've only seen this one, but it turns out he's right. Going back and re-watching the footage, just barely hidden in the corners of the screen are two other signs Avery crossed earlier in the recording.
Is Avery the one?
He gave no indication at the time that he noticed them. Avery goes back to all three signs. All of them are blank, so I don't know what to make of it, but Avery seems to be satisfied, and he explains why. These signs all seem to point to one place. Both of these angled ones point in the same direction. And he's right. If you line up a coordinate grid with the location and rotation of the signs, you get this. So he's right, all of them point a certain way, and if you trace out their intersection, it hits one specific point. He also pulls off this brilliant move, which you rarely see from these protagonists, by turning the difficulty to peaceful because he ran out of food. Absolutely genius. But with that said, he returns to the lake to check on his contraption. And nothing showed up. Items are still flowing out of the hopper, which would be impossible if anything had loaded the chunk. Avery tells us exactly this. Nothing came through. Not to mention, the blocks are still in the same position Avery placed them to plug the hole. Now that he's shaken off whatever was following him, Avery sails back, presumably to find the intersection points of the signs. But before he does that, he opens up chat and says this. Something is here. What?
What you mean?
How? Why is Avery saying that? Why isn't he sending it in chat? What did he see?
Oh, he didn't want to tell whoever's in chat.
I don't know if it can hear me.
Whoa.
But I'm not taking any chances.
What do you know, Avery?
When Avery left the chunk, he didn't just set one trap for the entity, he set two. Without mentioning anything to us, he placed a grass block next to a block of dirt. In Minecraft, grass can't spread if the chunk isn't loaded. The only way that this block is now grass is if something other than Avery loaded this chunk.
I've heard enough, bro. Put him up there with L. This nigga's one of the greatest. Oh my gosh. What?
Scared, but my gut says to keep.
Put him up there with El Shikamaru the Great.
Maybe I am scared.
I'm scared. I'm a grown ass man sitting in my room and I'm a little. You feel me? Okay, so he's gonna follow the signs to see where they intersect.
The other sign was pointed head on.
I failed you so many times. I committed so many crimes, and I was pretty sure of myself. You gave me reasons to be somebody else. Baby, I'm home again.
Holy banger! Whoa.
I thought that I could
Whoa.
Avery walks through a tunnel. A tunnel which quickly turns into a maze.
more to say.
Give him about 5
Slowly
minutes.
but
He
surely,
can handle it.
dead end after dead end. Avery navigates through it.
I know.
Somebody else, it's alright.
I've seen enough, bro. Avery's my goat.
I was lost.
Mark your path, P.
I'm found again. It's alright. Baby, here I am. It's alright. 'Cause baby, I'm
Avery is clearly smart. Smart enough to set a trap and smart
Within a
enough
trap.
to set a backup.
Come on.
But whatever this thing is that's following him, it's smart too. Smart enough to block up the tunnel it entered from. Smart enough to refill the hopper with items after loading the chunk. Smart enough to hide its presence. This world seems to be guiding Avery somewhere. The whispers in
me.
this tunnel
I wanted to watch
coercing
this.
him to enter the cave. The signs pointing to the secret entrance under the tree. Whatever this world is, it's leading Avery. But to what? We don't
Come on,
know.
bro.
All we do know
Put some
is
respect,
that
like, throw some
he
respect out there,
isn't
y'all.
alone. And finally,
Dude.
Avery exits the
Yes,
maze
we only halfway.
into another giant
Oh my gosh,
room
20
with
minutes
what
went by
looks
like
a
that.
cipher
This is a
above
good
door
ass
with
video.
3 levers right in front of it. Avery stares up at it, says he'll need a pen and paper, and blocks up the tunnel where he came from. The footage ends with him staring up at the code, deep in thought. From what I can see,
That's
the
so
code
tough.
atop the doorway looks something like this. It doesn't immediately remind me of anything, and plugging it into a cipher decoder gives me no ideas either. Running each of the candidate ciphers just gives gibberish every single time. Whatever this code is, there's unfortunately no way that I, or Avery, can solve it. The second half of the footage
Nah, I don't
picks
think
up
I
with
have.
17 minutes of just
Any like ones that
staring
y'all
at
think
the
are like
wall.
really, really
And
good I should
then
watch, go ahead, send in the chat. I'm gonna be on dispatch after
He
this.
gets it.
Oh, he's the
Okay,
one?
I guess it was
I'm gonna be on
something.
dispatch after this,
Avery says
but
it's a good poem.
send it
but
to me, I
doesn't
might watch
actually
next stream,
reveal
'cause,
what
like,
it
I fuck
said,
with these.
Only that it uses cipher stacking, a technique where 2 ciphers are layered one on top of the other to make a code almost undecipherable.
Cipher stack,
How
he's
Avery
insane.
actually solved it with a pen and paper is beyond me, but the puzzle isn't over yet. There's still this gate, which Avery suspects is some sort of combination lock. But instead of a pen and paper, his solution this time is a bit more, how do I put this? Efficient.
I bet we on it. Unfortunately.
And with that,
wow.
Wait. Who's Durlord 3? For the first time in this...
Whoa! Okay! We're catching
Avery's
things.
Sensor bar lingers for just a second too short, and we get a glimpse of the name. This isn't Avery's name. This isn't Avery's skin. Maybe the reason that we got two
I've been
different
said this
stories
wasn't
about where
Avery.
This world came from is because the player we've been watching this entire time isn't Avery at all.
Damn.
But if that's the case, then who is this?
Exactly.
The world at the beginning is clearly the same one that Avery was.
I don't think I have like a suggestions or like recommended in my Discord, but in general or like in whatever chat, just throw any ARG vids you want me to watch, because like I'll fuck with these. I'll watch them.
Playing on. So what's going on here? If it is Avery on an alt account, why the conflicting stories in the description
It's not
of the
Avery.
document? And if it's not Avery, then who is this other person, and why are they claiming that this is their world they found? I genuinely just don't know.
No,
but
he-
the only way to
he
find
might be
out
up
is
there
to keep
smartest
watching
protagonist in
as
fiction.
Durlord walks through
He
the
said
tunnel
2
after the
traps?
puzzle and finds himself in
Whoa.
the village.
This is crazy. Cobwebs on the houses, bro. The attention to details there. Dude, I'm immersed. I want to know what's gonna happen. One of these barrels gonna have some. Dude, these cut back and forth to him being in different like places is throwing me.
It's empty. This village is strange. It's clearly abandoned, if the cobwebs and literal holes in the roof didn't make that obvious, and all the chests and containers have nothing inside of them. There's also an interesting amount of yellow in the carpets, beds, and flooring. But wherever Durlord looks, he can't find anything of interest. No lead on where to go or what to do from here. The fountain and statue in the town center is by far the most eye-catching decoration here, but like we can see, it too is empty. There's no path to take from there. So, is this the final area then? The final answer to what's been going on with this world and what's been following him? I'm not sure, and clearly Durlord isn't either, since he keeps looking around for anything out of the ordinary, anything that might give him a clue of where to look next.
It's back. Dude, he need Optifine, bro. Can I get a zoom? Hold on, yeah. Hello? Yeah, give me a moment. Alright, for sure. I'll follow you. Business card. It was my sister. Oh wait, I don't know if y'all hear that. Business calls was my sister, but we back. Wow, what a maneuver. Was y'all watching the Dream Speedrunner versus 4 Hunters? Alright, bro. It's cool. I can answer like a grandma, that's fine. Dude. Hell no, I could never go out like Dream. I couldn't. Yo, he's too smart, bro. How the hell did you know? I'm not hearing that. Okay, he found it, but like for what? Is it the buttons?
I hate it here. These idiots are insufferable. They think that devotion will save them. Rest assured, it will not. Not that it will do them any good to believe that anyway. The ones who realized it pretend they didn't. But it doesn't help that there are some of them who truly believe they'll be saved. The king is coming, Maya. If anything, I wager that their king is already here. It's watching me write this. I don't particularly care. I just want this to be done with. The sooner I can leave, the better. He's arrived. I don't know why anyone is surprised to find that out. This is exactly what they were hoping for.
Yeah,
I'm going. I'm leaving this here in the rare case someone finds it. If you have found this, I implore you, turn back, disconnect, forget about this world. It's not for you. If you've come here, you must be curious. I know you must want to continue onwards. So I know that this is a heavy ask, but please, do not go any further. For your own good, do not.
And see, this is where curiosity kills the cat. You gonna see me hit escape, disconnect, start new world. Straight like that. Oh, he's smart. He's smart. You gotta close that. Close it, bro. Disconnect. Turn that music off, gang. Nah, nobody needed all them books. I want to know, I need like a 2-hour long lore video just explaining the lore of this world. He finna go left again. I know it. His troll ass. I know it. That's what I'm saying, like, Protag so damn smart, but he keep going left. What block is that? This looked like a run 2 map on me. Buddy, you gotta move. Just go to the door, bro. You already in the darkness, just go to the door. It's cool. It's really not cool. Where the hell are we? Yeah, you gonna have to just go. What? No way all this shit lead to a jump scare, right? Told your ass go right. I told you. Look, this is normal cave. Did I tweak? Where's his shit at? This the author on some shit.
Whatever you do,
Whoa!
don't turn left. Don't be fooled. It's listening. You can't outsmart it. It's listening to me. It's watching.
I did see it.
It
I
isn't
did.
from this world. At the crossroads, don't turn left. 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 And the footage ends. Right there. Durlord was the person who wrote the book in Avery's world. How? It shouldn't even be possible that the tunnel led him back to that mine. Durlord found this world on his computer, and Avery found Durlord's old laptop in the storage locker and has been playing on it ever since. But what is this world? What was following Durlord in this footage, and most importantly, what was behind those gates? I didn't put that sensor bar there, that was in the original footage. Whatever is behind that black square was enough to drive probably the smartest protagonist I've ever seen into running for his life. Something that a whole
I'm
village
trying to
of
know,
people
what was it?
trying to summon. Something that this entire world has been hiding. A king? What does that even mean? I don't know what to tell you, but I can tell you one thing. The code at the end of the book, now with this footage, we can solve it. Each number corresponds to one slot in Durlord's inventory. 1 here and 36 here. Take the first letter of each item, or whatever number is indicated after the dash. From that, we can get this.
Run Avery, it's here.
It's here.
Whoa.
Durlord was giving one last warning, hoping that whatever was following him wouldn't see. But how? How would he possibly know that Avery would find this world? There's no way for him to know who Avery even is. Whatever he saw behind those doors, whatever he knows about this world now, we may never understand. But one thing is certain. Whatever was coming for him is coming for Avery next.
Has Avery
This
posted?
isn't over.
Can someone check on Avery? Oh yeah, run part 2. I need part 2 yesterday.